welcome back. Long time no see. I actually got both videos done in the same day. Now, not gonna lie, I'm about an hour past where I thought I'd be right now as I'm stringing together and editing video number 2. And I figure I'll just make a lap around the house. So, update you on what Lisa's got going on. I've been driving Uber up in the Springs in Denver regularly. If we don't have other stuff going on, I'm driving. In fact, it's Friday, Memorial Day weekend. I plan on driving tonight late, trying to get this out before I head out to drive. And then I'll work tomorrow evening. Monday, we're going to the Colorado State Fair, which is a mite bit smaller than the Iowa State Fair, to go see Stone Temple Pilots, because we won tickets last weekend when we were over there. So we'll be back over there. Lisa can ride some rides and get dizzy, and I'll do that. So here's my plan. I'm gonna stop talking and I am going to voice over some videos just like the last one. And then I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. All right, we're back on the north side of the house, over by the gates that were there before. Go back quite a few videos and you can see pictures of the little coop shed that used to be up by the road that blew over. The rocks piled there to the right is where Seven's laid to rest. So Lisa's got some asparagus started here. Kind of made it so as the water runs down the hill when it does rain, we catch, and it has a chance to sit and drop down into the ground. And we've kind of started water management plans really that first year, clearing stuff off, and when the water does come down, getting it figured out where we're going to go. So now we're just going to go back to the backside and talk about this what I call the South Hill. There's a little ravine that runs down. So this is that pad, and there used to be a house here. You'll see there's some PVC coming up out of the ground in a few places. They'd run electrical, I think, all the way from over by where my house is now, where the old camper or trailer used to be, on the foundation I dug out. But I got all that cleared up. There was a pile of wood that's just been sitting there for, I don't know, 10, 15 plus years. There's not really much to it anymore, so I just kind of stirred it up, and I'll either wait until we get snow on the ground and figure out what I need to do to get a real permit, because if I burn that, somebody's calling 911. So I'll do that one. Make sure we do that right. We don't want to have any unnecessary fires out here. So that's just the pad that apparently the house was on. I can't find any plumbing. There is a septic system out here somewhere, and I have no idea where it's at. It was put in the early 80s. I'm not sure whether it's over at this home site or it's down by my home site, but at this point I haven't found it, and I'm probably not going to be doing a whole lot more digging underground, except for a little bit here and there. This is where the rattlesnake was at. I chased him up by those trees with the tractor, and then he got away from me. This is our one locust tree. And down in the lower left, that is a wellhead, unproductive, about 300 feet deep. And this area saw a lot of sunflowers before I mowed them off. It's kind of a low area. And then along this hill, as we spin around, I'll tilt you down and we'll look at some of the vegetation, if you can call it that. You can kind of pick out, once we get past this cactus here, and that next little grouping up there, there's a lot of those flat big cactuses. Not exactly sure what mowing them over is going to do, whether it's just going to cause them to get worse or possibly hinder them a little bit, because it's, yeah, you can see them right there. It's impossible to walk through there without a pair of leather-clad shoes on. Those little spines will go right through a pair of tennis shoes. And just kind of showing all those little colored dots or where the mower hit. Some of those cactus. So I'm hoping with this mow, getting some of this biomaterial that grew up this year, because we actually have had quite a bit of rain. And when I say quite a bit of rain, I mean nothing compared to the Midwest, but we've had a monsoon weather pattern where we've seen a consistent drizzle here and there in the afternoons. And now we're back out to the little higher, looking over the property. So we are on the northwest corner. This is kind of the valley that goes down the property. So when it does rain, this is where the water should flow to. And actually, during our last trip back to Iowa, there was a substantial rain out here. We had 2 inches in the rain gauge, or just shy of 2 inches, 1 3/4 inches in the rain gauge when we got back. The neighbor said it came down in sheets. So in light of that, and since we have seen more rain this year, that was part of the reason for wanting to get this front 20 mowed off. Had the cows on this back 20 that we're just about to cross over into this spring, and they ate it down. It looks real good. So we've had quite a bit of growth this year. Figure if any of that can break down and get back into the soil, and we can start putting nutrients back into the soil, maybe someday it can be a little more productive. But anyways, this is just running down that gully. It's not a gully. Wash area, I guess that would probably be the best words. So you can see I've cleaned it out a little bit. There's a little retaining area that will go shoot around the dam that was put in at some point, just on the back side of where I dug it out. There's quite a bit of sediment down in there, so I figure if we do get another 2-inch rain, we'll be able to hold a little bit of water here too. And I'm gonna stop the video editing and let you go around here a little bit, and then we'll come back to seeing you in person. See you in a minute. So this one's getting a little long, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Just a few more things to mention. By the time this hits, I'll probably be in around to the Honda, driving people around Colorado Springs. So in light of that, and I have been absolutely terrible about getting videos out, because as today has taught me, while it was nice to take the time and document when I had the time, haven't really had the time, because trying to secure a little more financial security, but we're doing all right. So in light of that, I have been trying out or looking at shorts. I have one out there. It's gotten 3 views, and it's really, I think it's 15 seconds, so it's nothing but me saying a few things. And I didn't realize that the camera is supposed to be like that, so like you're looking at me sideways right now, I'm that way for 15 seconds on that short. So we'll get that figured out, but I think I'm gonna play with trying to do a few of those, just basically blog updates, small things here and there. They're limited to 60 seconds, so I need to get my face out of the shadow. So, all right, I hope you are all doing well. That's gonna close me out for now. We continue to do well out here, loving the Colorado experience, and finally starting to get out and do some of those social things that we hoped to over the last couple of years, but situation of the world made that not a possibility. So now it is. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having beautiful weather like I am. It's a little warm, but it's not terrible. We're getting ready for fall. So we'll talk to you later, everybody. Take care.